ITV Good Morning Britain flooded with Ofcom complaints as Trump report sparks fury. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. GMB has led viewers to complain to UK's communications regulator, Ofcom, over their take on the US presidential election results. Good Morning Britain has faced a slew of complaints from viewers over its bias of the presidential elections. Around 56 viewers contacted Ofcom, the UK's communications regulator, on November 6 to share their grievances over the morning show's alleged biased reporting of Donald Trump's victory in the US election. Hosts Susanna Reid and Ed Balls led the team, including Kate Garraway, in the coverage. Viewers who were incensed thought the presenters were showing their preference for Trump's contender, Vice President Kamala Harris. The election result has rocked the world as Harris lost the election by a staggering 7 million votes to Trump, when all the polls had been pointing to a tight race. Richard Madeley and Kate presented the program from the UK, while their co-stars Susanna and Ed were in Washington, D.C. covering the US election. Bringing GMB viewers exclusive coverage of the momentous election, Susanna and Ed interviewed a number of guests about the 78-year-old's win, including vocal Trump supporter Dean Cain, who is famed for playing Superman. Some viewers believed their interviewing of pro-Trump guests, like Dean, were not impartial. And this was not the only complaint. The continued coverage of the US election also left some viewers fuming as they took to X to beg the show to also report on news happening across the UK. Sharing their frustrations, one wrote, "Yep, they're not bothered about UK," as a second agreed, "It's done and most of us in the UK couldn't care less. Enough already." Announcing they were switching GMB off, another declared, "Can't watch this again. BBC it is. Least it's UK news." Fed up to the back teeth of this now. Bore off with all things Trump, fumed a fourth viewer as another shared, "FSS, this is the UK. Where's our news #GIMB?" Susanna declared it had been an absolute honour covering the historic election with GMB viewers, before announcing that their time in Washington, D.C. had come to an end. It's not the first time GMB hosts have been slammed with the threat of Ofcom complaints about their reporting of the former president, now President-elect, Trump. In July, Kate and Richard fronted the show and addressed the moment Trump was left bleeding from his ear after gunshots rang out at his Pennsylvania rally on July 13. Viewers were displeased by comments made during the ITV show segment, as some threatened to complain to Ofcom following the coverage. They took to social media and fumed at the broadcasters speaking on American politics, with some suggesting they were clueless. @Uninterlocutor tweeted, "It was nearly a full assassination. Kate Garraway, ooh. Does she believe he was partially assassinated? #GMB. @DavidJer 92,230,033 tweeted, "Absolutely disgusting comments for Kate Garraway. No matter what Trump says, he did not deserve this. I only hope Ofcom get flooded this morning with complaints about her shocking comments. Time for her to be removed." It comes after Kate and Richard were joined by the former executive assistant to Ronald Reagan, Peggy Grant, who told viewers that people have admired Trump's strength and resilience, about how he's dealt with his near-death experience. "You pointed to some of the decisions made by the Biden administration that may have led to a security failure," the GMB host remarked. "But on the other side, and of course I want to be very clear so there is no misinterpretation, the responsibility of what happened at that rally is on the person who had the gun in their hand." Kate went on, "But fingers have been pointed at some of the language Trump has been using in the past that has increased tension and division."